Alright, well. So I kind of touched on this in my last video, which was like on my birthday, just like the idea of like my financial struggles when it comes to like making videos. And I just want to speak about it because like I've been thinking about it all day and I want to make more videos, but obviously like even just when it comes to like taking someone for a coffee, like I love videos like that, but like, oh my neck, it's not like if you make one of those videos, it's not that much money. It's just like €8. You could maybe, if you like both got teas, it could probably be like €6, but it's definitely more than a fiver, right? It's not that big of a deal. But what is a big of a deal is, oh wait, I need to see if this is recording. Sorry, I noticed that on my bed I could see that my phone was still connected to my headphones, and I was wondering whether the headphones was picking up the audio or my phone was, but it's all right, my phone was. But yeah, what I was trying to say is like making one of those videos is all right, but I'm one of those people that's like either I do it all the time or I never do it. So if I want to post like a couple of videos of those coffee videos a week, it just means that like what was €8 ends up being like €40. Like if I do it like 5 times a week, and or like what, even like if I get two teas, like €6 ends up being €30. And like you might be thinking like €30 is not bad, and you're right, like €30 I could probably manage. But if you're doing that for a month, it becomes €150 and it becomes €200, and that is just something I can't manage. And then it's like just all these other ideas like, do I like do a coffee video for do a video for a coffee chat, but the catch is like I asked the stranger to pay for the coffee, and I think that that would be kind of fun, but it would also be challenging, which is fair, and I would enjoy that. But I think when I go into town on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, town is so dead that if I relied on a video idea like that, I think that the chances are already so slim of someone saying yes when I'm buying them a coffee that the chances, I don't even know if it's possible on those early days of the week. So then I'm like, okay, will I don't know, take someone for a coffee earlier on in the week and then ask people for the later in the week? But then it's like, it's just difficult, like, because after coming back to work from being out so long, because my migraines, my like energy and like stuff is just warped and fucked. It's like my stamina for life, it's just been like derailed. So coming off an 8-hour shift, I swear I'm just non-verbal, whereas previously I would have had like no social battery and I would have like never been overstimulated, whereas now I do have a social battery and I do get overstimulated, and I don't speak much in work because like I'm not arsed or whatever. But there, in my head, there's a difference between making a video where you have to convince someone to buy the coffee for you versus I think it's a lot easier to just pay for the coffee for someone else. So like on a Monday, Tuesday, I'd probably love to buy, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it'd be easier for me to buy a coffee for someone else. Because it's earlier on the week. I'm like, fuck that. Maybe Thursday, Friday, I could get people to buy it for me because there's more people in town, so there's more people to ask, and end of the week, so my mood is usually a bit better. But still, if I have a shit day at work on Thursday, then I'm not gonna want to fucking get someone to, or get like try and convince someone to buy it for me. I'm not gonna be arse. And then there's like, so that's like all this shit that's going on in my head, and then obviously thinking about this makes me like less inclined to make a video. So I just want to make this video just to show you that where I'm at, because it's like this back and forth in my brain. And then like part of my brain is like, don't let the money stop you, and then I go into town and I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm like, I can't do this video because I just freak out about the money, especially if I've spent a bit of money that week. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, and then there's like, let's say I went back and forth between asking someone to buy from me, but I don't think I don't know whether I fuck with that idea. I think it could be a potential solution to my scenario, but I don't know whether I actually fuck with the idea of getting someone to buy it for me and then just having the most like just a mundane chill chat. I don't think I think I rather the idea of buying someone the coffee and then giving them that so that they can never really leave without enjoying it, because they can at least enjoy the coffee. Whereas if they paid for it, there's so much more of a risk of like potential enjoyment of the experience and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know whether I fuck with that idea, but that's one idea I have. And then like today I was doing like I do all my fucking house chores for the week or whatever on a Sunday, which I need to change, man. I need to do it like earlier on in the week, like, but like for example, I like pre-cook food for the week, do my washing and drying, like prepare shit for the week on a Sunday. It's not good. I wanted to start doing it earlier on in the week, but to be fair, last week I did it on a Saturday. But anyways, I was thinking all day, or especially over the last while, few hours, over the idea, and I've been thinking about this for the past few weeks, is like, or the last week or two, is like, if I can incorporate me earning money in my videos through like making a video around earning money. For example, like say the rent video, where it's like seeing if strangers could pay for my rent. If I could make more videos like that for like a month or two, that could potentially, the money I make from those videos could potentially like be an investment into like money I can use in videos for 2 months after that, you know? So I had that idea, like I had the idea of making videos like that for the next month, like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, fuck, like just before I started making this video, and then I said I'd hop on and like speak about that. But for the past while, I have been thinking about just going back and making that rent video. I want to, but I'm a bit nervous because some of you lot might have seen, I posted a video on TikTok where my landlord was like illegally evicting me. I posted on Instagram as well, but I believe that came from me recording that video, the asking strangers to pay for my rent, me recording that video. I think through word of mouth, he found out and he tried to evict me for it. And I guess I'm just a bit like, I think two things, like I'm a bit afraid that that'll happen again, even though I know that I can just like report him and it'll be fine, because it was just such discrimination last time. It was just like, oh, it was a load of shit, like, but you know, it's just like people in their mid-40s not understanding a YouTube video, like, chill the fuck out, bro. Never missed a payment in my life, always pay a week in advance, and you're gonna fucking cry when you see a YouTube video. It was a mixture of that, it's a mixture of that, like me making that rent video, but then also like, bro, a social battery for a video like that, you need to be in the mood, or at least like, maybe not in the mood to do that. Okay, you need to be in, I would hope I'd be in the mood to do that for a while, but if I'm not in the mood to do that for a while, I would at least hope to be in the mood to want to speak to people. And sometimes I'm just like drained from work, that I'm just like, ugh. But I do think that, like, yeah, I don't know, like a video that would really help me. I hope I can do it soon, like do another version of it soon. I keep telling myself, like, I would love to go out there and do an hour and get like €100 again, but I keep telling myself like, nah, if I even just do like 10-20 minutes, like I could maybe make like 20-50 €. That could like help me, like that could be a week of videos, you know. I just don't know how many versions of that I could do before I fucking ask everyone in Galway and they're just like, what the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, like, I don't want to fucking have excuses, like financial excuses for videos, because like, for every financial excuse, there's a fucking YouTube video that could be a solution to that excuse as like a form of an investment or something. So I doubt now, and I don't want you lot to get sick of me just fucking trying to ask strangers to give me money in all different ways. I obviously wouldn't. So like, let's say for example, if I'm asking strangers to pay for my rent, and if the core of the video is me asking people for money and they hand it to me, it means that in my head, I wouldn't make a video like that again, unless it's like related to the rent video. If it's in a series like that, whereas like, you know, if I wanted to make money another way, I'd have to like maybe go down a different avenue of like category. I might only be able to do it by selling something, or like, you know, how people like trade their way up, like that's, so all the videos would be different, but like with the same intention and the same outcome. And I feel like if I spent like a decent amount of time doing that, because those videos do take time, that it could really help me. And I just love making a video, and it's really annoying that like I feel like I'm being financially held back. And that's also why I want to make videos like this the odd time, is just to kind of like fill the gap in the week. I don't know whether I'm going to do these more, but like, for example, today, like I really wanted to go into town and make a video, but because of the way I was doing my chores and the way it lined it up, it just meant that I like wouldn't be in town and be home from town at the right time. It would just fuck up my sleep tonight, which would fuck up like work tomorrow. And last week I wasn't getting great sleep. Just in general, I wasn't getting great sleep and I got a fucking migraine at work. I spoke about that the last day though, I forgot. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to make. So yeah, I didn't get to make a video today. I was actually considering making the rent video today. But yeah, I didn't make that, so I'm like, fuck it, let me just hop on and make a video, because I love making videos. And I think a video like this where I'm at home just chatting to you lot, well, number one, I love videos like this on YouTube, and they're so scarce right now. Like, it's so hard to find a video where someone's just actually chatting to you, like the audience. Whereas right now it feels like people are chatting to their fucking cameraman, who's chatting to the producer, she's chatting to the director, and this and that. And it's just such a, the line between creator and viewer is so skewed. Whereas from me to you right now, it's just like a straight line. It's just me to you, and there's no one in between. And fuck, I wonder if I'm being loud for my housemates. Oh, the walls are so thin. Oh my god, it does my head in. But yeah, what I was saying is, like, number one, I love making videos like this, and then number two, it helps fill the gap of that like financial worry. Like, if I make a video like this, it means that like I can still post frequently and not be at like a financial worry. So I hope to kind of like normalize videos like this in the future for those literal two reasons, because I love watching videos like this and I would love to make videos like this. That's kind of like, although that seems like two different points, but in my head it's the same one. It's like, I love videos like this, so and I love making videos like this, so I would love to, you know, the idea of like creating the content that you want to see on YouTube, or like being the creator that you would like to see, like that is in one. And the second one is like, it just helps me post because it doesn't financially affect me. I do have another couple of videos like this that I'd like to post, but again, like, bro, sometimes after work my brain is just like not functioning. I'm just fried to bits, like, because I mean, I'm literally in a gowned up, no windows, bro. The way I act when I get on that bus home, I'm like, I feel like I've been locked up, like I'm out of the pin, like I'm fucking, people like, one of the guys like just laughs at me because of how it's just mad, like how in there you're just so like enclosed. It's actually mad. I don't really like it, I'll be honest with you, but the fuck, like, you know, it's what pays the bills and pays this kind of. Well, if my YouTube starts paying this from the videos, then what the fuck is that doing? Pay for my rent, I guess. But yeah, I'm not monetized yet, which is really frustrating. It's, you know, I used to really care about that, but nowadays I'm like, fuck, if I was just making like €10 per video, which like objectively is not that much on YouTube, but if I was just making like €8 per video, then it would pay for the next video. And it can be really frustrating, the idea of like not even being over that threshold of getting paid, so that like, I don't know, it just makes it so much more difficult to make a video. And it's so ironic because it's like, so I believe I have ADHD. I think it's kind of obvious, and I've realized this over the past few months. I'll probably try and get a diagnosis whenever I can afford it. It's probably a long time away, but I've noticed that like, if you have ADHD, like, we need like constant rewards because we don't have the motivation to do it. So, you know, where to some people, if they're like only doing something for the money, it can seem a bit toxic. Whereas for me, it's like, I'm not, it's really weird because it might sound really similar to like being like a sellout and only doing things for the money, because it's not, but it's kind of similar in the sense that like you can trick your brain into seeing the dollar signs, and in doing that you give yourself the motivation to make the video. And it's almost like you, how do you explain it, like, you almost like, I will like, if I was getting paid at €1 or €2 from a video, I would never have rarely ever have motivation to make the video, but I could convince myself that with that €1 or €2, I could save up and buy something, and the excitement I would get from that would give me the motivation to get the reward, which would then make me do it, but then the feeling of doing it would make me feel so good that by the time I get the reward, I wouldn't really care, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's like something I've been noticing lately, like fucking, yeah, I should probably make another video lately on like how being like undiagnosed ADHD or whatever, how that feels, and then also like how that feels around like the idea of something I speak about briefly. Sometimes it's, sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole here, but like the idea of being feeling like you can be allowed to call yourself ADHD even if you're not diagnosed, and the idea that if I say that I'm not ADHD, then I believe I'm invalidating myself and validating others who are diagnosed in their diagnosis. But then if I say I am ADHD, I could be invalidating others, but then validating myself. But then also like what I do lately to try and like healthily manipulate my brain to do the things I want to do, because with the help of ChatGPT and just, I don't know if I've listened to many podcasts on it. I've tried to, but ironically I just I wasn't like motivated enough or stimulated enough. But I think with the help of ChatGPT I've really understood, like, sorry, I'm like twitching my leg, that's why my phone's moving. With the help of ChatGPT I've really understood like how to control my ADHD, so maybe I'll make a video on that soon, like one of these. I'd love to just do it now and then post it tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where my brain's at lately. Like I wouldn't really want to make a video tomorrow, but I think I have this thing as well where it's like if I don't have a rough idea on the video I want to make the next day, when I get into town after work and I'm like, all right, cool, let's go, it's just so overwhelming to think of what to do if it's not like, if I'm not like, all right, you're doing that. Because I'll think of like 50 different things to do and I'll be like, which one? I don't know. But then ironically, if I say, okay, you're going to make a rent video tomorrow, I might get into town and go, nah, I'll make a coffee. One, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. But then at least I'll make it. Even if I don't do the what I said. But, fuck, I need a shave. I'm not arsed. I know it's nothing, but like my fucking razor is shite and it takes so long to charge. But I'm gonna leave it there. Man. I don't know. Fuck it. Hopefully this video posts tonight. But yeah, this is the kind of financial struggles of trying to make YouTube videos or making YouTube videos. I don't know. Alright, I'm ahead because I'm just rounding now. See ya. Good luck. Bye. Have a good time. I don't know why I do that, man. I just don't know what to say at the end.